This is an accompanying video to the one I posted just 5 minutes earlier of a dance called Lo Fu Sing. Um, that dance was a Chinese traditional dance, and the reason I'm posting this video is because I have a lot of thoughts about that dance and my experiences while it. So I don't really want to write a 10-paragraph description that none of you will probably read. So instead, I'm going to be doing a video of me just ranting to you. All right. Basically this dance, I spent like a month learning this dance, which compared to my previous dances, when I spent like a whole year learning one little solo, is I think very, very impressive for me. So I'm quite proud of that, even if there are some parts of the dance that I think I could have danced better. All right. Now this dance it's a very famous Chinese traditional dance. I have found like hundreds, I feel like, of videos of just people of all ages dancing this dance. And I've even found like videos of the original dancer sort of analyzing and explaining many of the moves and like the reasoning behind the choreography and even teaching it, which is something that I've never really seen before for really any sort of, I guess, difficult choreography, much less like a Chinese traditional dance, which I think you don't really see very often in America. Now, this dance was based off of an ancient Chinese poem. A lot of recently choreographed Chinese dances have been based off of old poems, actually, I've discovered, which I find really quite ironic because I don't think the older Chinese dances really really based off of poems all that much. Well, back to the story. The poem that this dance specifically was based off of was something called Lo Fu Sing. It's basically about this beautiful girl out picking herbs. And she's so beautiful that every time she walks past, the people she passes, they just like completely fail at whatever they're doing because they're just so busy watching her and admiring her beauty. So while she's picking herbs, a magistrate drives by and he sees her and he's like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. And he comes out of his car and he's like, hey, lady, let's marry. Why don't you marry me? And she's like, heck no, I've got a husband. And he's like, well, leave him then. And she's like, no, piss off. Like my husband he's handsome and he's popular and he's on his way to becoming like super politically relevant and powerful. And like every time someone walks in, or every time he walks into a room, people just look at him because he's just so awesome. So why the heck would I go with you? And so he pisses off and she continues on her merry way. So that's the poem. And I really love this because like, I think that everything in that poem can be so strongly felt in the dance itself. It's like she's playful and she's beautiful, of course, and she's very strong because of the way she sort of pushes him away. I feel like, especially for that time. And I think all of that can be seen very strongly in the dance itself. It's like there's some very playful moves and there's some very strong moves. There's some that really felt like karate or some sort of martial arts. And I just really, and of course it was beautiful. And so I just really love the way that this dance so strongly conveys the story. Like I didn't have to know the poem to sort of be able to tell what was going on in the story. I mean, in the dance. And I think that is what every good choreography should strive for. Now, this performance specifically was a bit of a clusterfuck. So I signed up for the talent show a bit more than a month ago before I'd actually seen this dance and decided to start learning it. So the act that I signed up for the talent show with was another dance. I think it would have been the Dance Till I Die dance probably. Another dance that was, like 2 minutes, so very short. And so what I signed up with was I signed up for 2 minutes. And then later I saw this dance and I was like, oh, this is so beautiful, but I probably honestly can't dance the entire thing. I probably can't learn the entire thing in a month, I figured. So I asked for 3 minutes because maybe I could at least dance half of it, right? And then 2 weeks later, I figure out that, oh wait, I've got like 3 minutes, 40 seconds of it down pat. So I decided, okay, I'll dance 3 minutes, 40 seconds. And I tell the organizer that I would be doing 3 minutes, 40 seconds. And then like maybe a week before the performance, I realized that I've got the whole 6 minutes sort of ready. And so I tell her that actually I can do the full one as well. And then come the day of the performance, she tells me, yeah, we can do the 6 minutes. Except then she tells me that, wait, no, actually, we don't have enough time to do all the acts. So you can do the 3 minutes, 40 seconds instead. And I was like, okay, fine, that's fine. It is fine. It was fine. I'll just get more practice and maybe show the entire dance some other time. However, an issue with the talent show was that right after the talent show, like before the talent show even ends, actually, I had to rush off to my next class because the talent show was from 11:30 to 12. And then my class was from 12 to 1:15 with like a 10-minute commute at least. So I had to leave before 11:50, right? So I told her that and she was like, okay, we'll put you first. And I did go first, except there was an issue with the audio. So that I stood up there for like 30 seconds and then she tells me that, oh yeah, the audio is not working. We'll have another act to go first. So 2 acts later, I'm back on stage and I'm waiting for the audio and the audio starts. And then 10 seconds later, it stops. And then everyone's laughing because it was really quite funny and I was laughing too. And so then we start the audio again and try again. 5 seconds later, it stops again. And then it's just getting really, really, really embarrassing by that point, but that's fine. And then we start the audio again. 5 seconds later, it stops. And then one more time, and then it stops. And so it takes like the time it took for the audio to get started, like once I was already on the stage, I think I could have done the last like 2 minutes, 20 seconds. No biggie. But, you know. Anyway, and then I did my dance. 3 minutes, 40 seconds later, I was off the stage and it was 50. So I had to go change like real quick because I was in a costume, right? So I had to change and then that took 5 minutes. So then I had to run the 10-minute commute in 5 minutes. And when I say 10-minute commute, I mean that the distance from the building that I stood on and the building that I have to go to is 5 minutes, like walking time, 5 or 6 minutes walking. And then I have to go up 5 flights of stairs. And I usually walk up those stairs because I feel like I can walk faster than the elevator can get to me, honestly. So like all in all, it takes like 10 minutes. And so I have to make that entire run in 5 minutes, make that entire like 5-minute walk plus 5 flight of stairs in 5 minutes. And I was already like really quite tired from dancing. And it was very hot that day. So by the time I got to my class, I was like sweaty and hot and red and just generally a bit of a mess. And I still had my hair in my hair. So there was that as well. Anyway, so I got there. And what makes it even worse is that our school is on a university campus and we're dual enrolled with a university so that us kids can be, you know, total nerds and go join the university kids in their classes. And so you would occasionally see like a 7th grader or an 8th grader off in university class, and it's just a tad ridiculous. So anyway, that class was a university math class. And so I was rushing into it with like this red face and it was just a mess. And I feel like if I was the type to get very easily embarrassed, I would feel like I was being judged by everyone. Scratch that. I totally did think I was being judged by everyone, and I totally am quite easily embarrassed. So yeah, there's that. It was a mess, but it was fun. So I would probably not change a thing about it, except maybe the audio, but you know, why would I not change the audio? All right, yeah. So that's about it. Please like and subscribe and all that jazz. I don't know what this is supposed to be. All right, peace out. Hey there, I am here today to talk about so that dance is it's named after a puppy. Hello there. Hello there. This dance. See, this is why I need a script. Let's try that again.